Hello and welcome to Wisdom Trek. This is Guthrie Chamberlain and I'm your guide to wisdom and creating a living legacy. Thank you for joining us for our 7-day-a-week, 7 Minutes of Wisdom podcast. This is day 244 of our trek, and today and tomorrow we will finish up the 24th and 25th day of our trek, which we call Your Life Plan Blueprint. Since our life planning series has covered many days, if you miss any of the days of our Wisdom Trek episodes, please go to wisdom-trek.com to listen to them and to read the daily journal. I am incorporating all of these daily concepts along with worksheets into an easy-to-use workbook, and I'll let you know when I have that completed so that you can download it. If you do have any questions or would like additional information as we go through our daily trek, leave us a comment at wisdom-trek.com or email me at guthrie@venturecg.com. We are recording our podcast from our studios at the Big House in Marietta, Ohio. We're finishing up the week strong by accomplishing a significant amount within all areas of life. Life at times can be challenging, but also enjoyable as long as we keep a good mindset. The contractors have also made good progress on the upstairs hallway and front stairs. Hopefully, their part will be completed before we return in the middle of February. If all goes according to plan, I should be able to focus most of Saturday on the woodwork in the library. We will then head back to Charlotte on Sunday morning. As we finish up our life plan trek today and tomorrow with a recap, this is day 24 of our hike, which we refer to as Your Life Plan Blueprint. As I started planning for this recap of Your Life Plan Blueprint, I found it more challenging than I initially thought to encapsulate the blueprint concept into a short interview. There is so much valuable content here, but let's move on to our recap. And we want to start with the overall concept to begin with the end in mind. Using the statement that was made popular by Stephen Covey in his 7 Habits book, this is the context of which we will begin Your Life Plan Blueprint. While the plan is simple and easy to implement, it is radically different from the traditional goal-setting programs. The concepts are not necessarily new, but the structure of Your Life Plan Blueprint changes the paradigm of most goal-setting systems. The Wisdom Trek system begins by looking at life holistically and from a long-term perspective. This foundational mindset will ensure that all objectives and goals are set and working in harmony with each other, and most importantly, supporting your life purpose. So our first point in the recap is determining your life purpose. Determining your life purpose is the first step in creating a dynamic and effective life plan. Your purpose could also be called your mission in life, which is the word that is used in most goal-setting systems. But I prefer the word purpose because it reflects more of a mindset and the reason for being. It is much more holistic. A mission reflects a finite task that is to be accomplished. Your purpose in life continues until God transforms your body to be with Him. The second point in our recap is determine your life objective, or you might say your legacy. Once your life purpose has been established, next determine your overall objective for your life. Your life objective could also be called your vision for life, which again is a more commonly used term in most goal-setting systems. But I prefer the word objective because it creates a mindset of something that you will definitely complete in a practical and holistic manner. A vision reflects more of a dream or something that you hope for and therefore is not quite as tangible. Our third point in the recap is to understand your wheel of life. While your life must be viewed holistically, to effectively set objectives and goals, your life is separated into 7 distinct areas which creates your wheel of life. Those areas are 1. Spiritual, 2. Family, 3. Physical and health, 4. Mind and intellect, 5. Personal and social, 6. Financial, and 7. Work and career. While we segment life into these 7 logical areas, keep in mind that changes in one area will certainly affect all areas of your life. As part of your life plan blueprint, it is crucial that all areas of life remain in balance as much as possible. If your wheel of life currently has certain areas that are out of balance, a greater focus should be placed on those areas of your life plan to bring your life into balance. The fourth point in our recap is to understand the WESPR framework. Wisdom Trek's core framework for your life plan blueprint is built on 6 steps or phases, which we refer to as our WESPR framework. I use the acronym WESPR, which stands for 1. Wisdom, which is to seek guidance from God and trusted mentors. 2. Establish, which is to set your purpose, objectives, and goals in place. 3. Strategy, which is to devise strategies to succeed in your objectives and goals. 4. Planning, which is to identify plan elements based on the strategies. 5. Execution, which is to bring your plan and goals to life. And 6. Review, which is to assess the outcome and the next steps. The WESPR framework is the engine that drives your life plan forward. Through the WESPR framework, goals that you never thought achievable which make up your overall life plan, will start becoming within your reach, and in a matter of time, you can achieve them. And the fifth point in our recap is to determine one major 7-year objective for each of the 7 areas of your life. As part of your life plan blueprint, I suggest that you set just one major 7-year objective for each of the 7 areas of your life. When deciding what your objective is, you may want to put it in the form of a statement such as, financially, in 7 years, I will be debt-free except for my mortgage. Repeat this step for all 7 areas of your life. Make sure that each of your 7 objectives support your overall life objective, which is your vision, and also supports your overall life purpose or your mission. Also, make sure at the end of the 7 years that your wheel of life is in balance as best as possible. I use the 7-year time frame for your long-term objective because 7 years represents a season of life. There are many biblical and scientific reasons for support of the 7-year season of life. When you are approaching the end of your first 7-year season, you will then be prepared to repeat the entire process for another 7 years. The Wisdom Trek Your Life Plan Blueprint is a logical approach to life planning, breaking down large objects into very small, digestible tasks that are easy to complete. Once the process is in place, with consistent persistence, it is easy to follow. Your life plan blueprint is worth pursuing, but will require your dedicated effort to gain the rich and satisfying life that you are capable of achieving. As the children of Israel proclaimed as they were heading back to Jerusalem after their exile, in Psalms chapter 126, verse 5, those who plant in tears will harvest with shouts of joy. You can leave your exile and bondage by creating your life plan. We are nearing our base camp once again as we wind down this extended trek introducing the Wisdom Trek Your Life Plan Blueprint. Tomorrow we will provide the remaining points of our recap. We are refining all of this valuable information into the initial release of our course and workbook that will provide you with a complete framework for your life plan blueprint, along with its integrated Whisper framework. I will let you know as soon as we have that available. So encourage your family and friends to join us and then come along with us tomorrow for another day of Wisdom Trek, Creating a Legacy. That will finish our podcast for today. As you enjoy these daily doses of wisdom, I encourage you to help us promote Wisdom Trek in the following 4 ways. First, leave us feedback about the podcast at wisdom-trek.com so that we can continually improve. Second, on your smartphone, subscribe to iTunes, Google Play, Spreaker, SoundCloud, or Stitcher so that the podcast will be downloaded to you automatically each day. Third, on your computer or if you have an iPhone or iPad, leave us a rating and review on iTunes. This will help to promote Wisdom Trek to others so that they can join us each day. And fourth, most importantly, please share Wisdom Trek with your family and friends through email, Facebook, Twitter, or in person, and invite them to come along with us each day also. The journal for today's trek can be found at wisdom-trek.com. Thank you so much for allowing me to be your guide, your mentor, but most importantly, you are my friend, as I serve you through the Wisdom Trek podcast and journal each day. As we take this trek together, let us always live abundantly, love unconditionally, listen intentionally, learn continuously, lend to others generously, lead with integrity, and leave a living legacy each day. This is Guthrie Chamberlain reminding you to keep moving forward, enjoy your journey, and then create a great day every day. See you tomorrow.